Hey everybody, it's Phantom321 here, bringing you some more 5th Gen Wi-Fi battles. And this is a new match I got against someone by the name of Togepi Death. And I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the worst matches I've had on Smogon. And the reason for that is that he broke 2 clauses, and then when I pointed it out in the chat, he started talking trash. And yeah, it's these type of players that ruin the experience of Wi-Fi battles. But enough ranting, I'm gonna go ahead and start the match so you can see how this match turned out. So right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and start off by sending out my Regirock, and he's going to go ahead and start off by sending out his Sinnoh. For the first turn, he's going to go ahead and go for a Bullet Seed, and thanks to his ability, moves like Bullet Seed and Fairy Swipe hit 5 times in a row every single time, but my Regirock ends up taking it quite nicely, and considering the fact that it's super effective. So right now, I'm going to go set up Stealth Rocks, because it's always a good idea to set up Stealth Rocks really early in the game, just so you can get some Stealth Rock damage on the rest of his team. And now he's going to go for a Sting, and my Regirock avoids the attack, and I'm going to go for an Earthquake just to see how much it does. And as you see here, it does a decent amount of damage considering that Regirock's more bulky. He's going to go for a Sting, and my Regirock avoided the attack again, and now I'm going to go for a Toxic and Poisonous to Sinnoh. I'm leaving my Regirock here for Sleep Father because I was hoping he wouldn't put any more of my Pokemon to sleep. But as you could see later on, or I told you in the beginning, he does, which sucks. Now that my Regirock's asleep, I know I'm going to have to switch out into a different Pokemon, and I was predicting the Bullet Seed, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out into a Pokemon that can take the Bullet Seed quite nicely, and I'm going to go to my Haunter, and as you're about to see here, he goes for the Bullet Seed, and Haunter ends up taking it quite nicely, but for some reason I at least keep my Haunter out here, and I don't know why, I just kept him out here because he's going to go for a Rock Blast next turn, and that's going to do a lot of damage to my Haunter, and with that, that's going to be the end of my Haunter. So now that my Haunter's dead, I'm going to have to switch out to my next Pokemon. And I'm going to switch out to my Tauros, hoping the Tauros can take a Rock Blast. And then afterwards, I can either kill the Sinnoh or let the Poison take down the Sinnoh. So he's going to go for a Rock Blast, and my Tauros ends up taking it. He gets a lucky crit right here. And now I'm going to be able to go for a Rock Slide and take down his Sinnoh. I went for a Rock Slide. I don't know why, but whatever. Took it out. Now he's going to go into his Shuckle. And I'm going to go for an Earthquake. I don't know why. I probably should have just stuck to Rock Slide. I don't even know why I went for an Earthquake. I don't know. Oh, yeah, now I remember. I couldn't remember what Shuckle's weakness was for some reason. I don't know. I just have trouble remembering what Shuckle's weaknesses are. But now I'm going to switch out to my Gorobus. And he's going to go for a Defense Curl. And I just switched out to Gorobus to make him switch out into a different Pokemon. And he's going to go ahead and do that. And he's going to switch out to his next Pokemon, which is going to be his Jumpluff. And this Jumpluff is also really annoying. I'm going to go for a Surf, and that actually does a lot to the Jumpluff considering that Surf is not very effective. But as you're about to see right here, he's going to end up going for a Sleep Powder, and that's going to put my Garbus to sleep. At first I thought it was a misclick, so I sent him a message, and he wrote me back saying this. I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the screen so you guys can read it. But why would you break the rules? I mean, the rules are there for a reason. They're there to just eliminate cheap tactics. I mean, the rules are there for any competitive game. I mean, look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty has perk bans, and there's some rules like time limits on domination. I mean, they're there just to balance the game, but why would you just break the rules? I mean, that's just plain old cheap. But whatever. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam, and somehow I hit, even though he just used Double Team, and again, he broke another clause. He broke the Evasion clause. But whatever, I didn't bother talking to him after this because I knew there was no way to prevent him from cheating. But whatever, I'll go for another Ice Beam and it lands somehow. And I'm going to be able to take out his sub. And I forgot what happens after this. I believe I end up switching out. No, he puts my Gorbis to sleep. So you can see here that it's not a... it wasn't a misclick, basically, because he just put my Gorbis to sleep for a second time. But whatever. It's players like these that end up ruining the experience of any game like Wi-Fi battles on Pokemon. But yeah, he goes for an Aerial Ace, and my Tauros ends up taking it quite nicely. And he's going to go for another Aerial Ace. And I'm hoping the Rock Climb will hit, and it does. And now I'm going to be able to take down the Jumpluff. I don't know why I went for the Rock Climb. I mean, it doesn't have the best accuracy, and he just went for Double Team. But I got really lucky, and I was able to take down his Jumpluff. Now I'm going to go for a Rock Climb on the Gardevoir, and that's going to be able to take down the Gardevoir. So he's going to have to switch out to his next Pokemon, which is going to be his Magmortar. And I'm going to go for an Earthquake on this Magmortar. I don't even know why he switched out into his Magmortar, but I mean, he even saw I had Earthquake. I used Earthquake on a Shuckle, but that's the end of his Pokemon. Now he's going to have to go out to his next Pokemon, which is going to be his Emolga, and I'm going to go for a Rock Slide, hoping to take down this Emolga. But it avoids the attack, and it's going to be able to take down my Tauros with a Volt Switch. Now he's down to 2 Pokemon, his Emolga and his Shuckle, and they're both weak to Rock-type moves, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Rampardos, and Rampardos is going to be able to sweep out the rest of his team with Head Smash. I mean, Rampardos has super high attack, and when it's Choice Scarf, this thing's a monster, as you're about to see here. I'm going to go for a Head Smash, and that's going to take down his Shuckle without much trouble. Now he's down to his final Pokemon, which is going to be his Emolga. And a Rock Climb is going to be able, not a Rock Climb, a Head Smash is going to be able to take out his Emolga. And that's the end of the match. I somehow won, even though he was using cheap tactics like putting 2 of my Pokemon to sleep and then using Double Team.